Welcome back, Kane's Corner, Thursday edition. I usually don't go on Thursday. Thursday's a tough day usually, um, but we had a lot of cancellations with stuff, with snow and stuff. So I said, hey, we have the American Mentors coming on, and he said he could go on Thursday. Um, we're gonna do it on Thursday today. Why not? It's a little early, 6 o'clock. It's a different time to do it. Uh, Still gives us time to have the whole day after the rest of the night, hang with the family, do whatever we feel like. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna bring him on. He's nicknamed American Mentors, and we'll get into how he got this nickname, which is interesting. Not really, but how you doing there, American Mentors? How's it going?
Good, Kane. How you doing?
Welcome to Kane's Corner. I appreciate you coming on.
No problem.
So, in case you don't know, I think the first time I met you was at the golf event.
It was.
All right, and so you got a nickname from a woman who's blocked everybody now. She used to have a sense of humor. I don't know what's happened. She's gone a different path. She's very political these days. And her interaction with some of her tweets and stuff is getting not much of anything these days because all the people that liked her she blocked. But it was Mama K who gave you that nickname. Am I correct?
It was.
So how'd that come about?
Uh, we were just walking near her, and she kept staring over at me, and
Like
she's
staring
like,
with like, ooh, I like this guy.
no, no,
No?
no. She was she's like, are you Menace? I go, no, and she's like, I know he wouldn't be over here. She's like, you look just like him, and I'm like, no, I don't. And then Cliff was there, and he's like, oh yeah, you do. And I'm like, no, I don't, not even a little bit.
So
But
was it
I
because
guess
of the clothes you were wearing, or like I don't see it in the face as much? Maybe a touch, but
a
not
little
really.
bit. I'm a little fatter than he is in the
Yeah,
face.
we're all some of us are
Um,
fat. We don't look like menners, but
maybe the
gotcha.
eyes a little bit, and like
The
scruff.
face, kind of the facial structure.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
hair line maybe, but
I hope you're more funny than manners is these days. He's a very serious guy now.
he
Very,
is.
very serious. There's a lot going on in that head of his. He's battling with everybody. I know if you've been watching, he's in a little battle with BDO right now. Posting, you know who BDO is? I'm sorry.
No.
No, anyway, he's like a spaces guy. He's pretty funny guy. Very, very soft. And manages, punching down once again. But that's who Manners is these days. He punches down. He got left off the roster last night. Got left off the roster last night with the 20 people that got judged by the
Oh
bunnies.
yeah, he did. I didn't see him on that. I saw like the beginning of that, but I didn't see him in there.
No, he wasn't in. He wasn't in. He didn't make the cut.
And then there was one guy that they said was his brother.
no,
Is that
no.
really
So
his brother?
no. So what happened was each person. There was 20 people that were going to be judged. I didn't realize at the time when she says we're going to do a bracket. 20 people in a bracket. I mean, she's a woman. It's okay. Girls don't know this, but the bracket can't be 20 people. It's not even, right? It doesn't make any sense. So it's
No.
kind of funny when she announced that. But each person had a little bio, and one of the bios was John Scranton. He was called Mentor's little brother. Um, and kind of fit, kind of fit. So
Yeah.
it's
And then
very,
she had some other guy who's Blind Mike that wasn't Blind Mike.
yeah. So it was Blind Mike Sneakers. Do you know who Sneakers is?
Yeah,
You're not really a Twitter guy. Oh, you know who Sneakers is? Okay.
I've heard of him through KMS.
Yeah. So on the show, there was a Blind Mike Sneakers and then Blind Mike. So they both caught the fate. A lot of funny content from that. Somebody, I don't know what happened. I don't know if you know who Roscoe is.
I don't.
Interesting guy. Very boring, but he got somebody put another really ugly person for his face, which was very funny. And he still cried about it today. But anyway, what is are you? You're not on Twitter much, huh?
No, I actually just got on it by accident when I was looking for updates for the KMS show.
Okay,
And then I think it was just Google just apps created the account for me
really
automatically. Yeah.
interesting. So
Yeah.
yeah, did you even know what Twitter was, or I mean, obviously in the
Oh
internet
yeah, I
world, you know
know
what it
what
was,
Twitter
just
is
never
and
had
everything else.
dabbled in it.
No.
So when did so what is your where did your fandom start? Were you from the beginning? I know the answer already. I'm just going to pretend like I don't. You
Yeah,
kind of went
from the
into it a little bit.
beginning.
So you
I listened
EI
to
guy.
when it was um, Jerry and what's his face, Dino, and then with Mita Perel, and then Mita Perel disappeared, and then there was the Winter guy, Kevin Winter. Is that his name?
Kevin Winter. Was it
So
a
he was
couple
there
like
for like a
2 weeks?
month,
A month, yeah, a month.
and then they had like Jen Royal in there,
Yep.
and Kirk, and then Kirk was in there too. And they were like mixing it up, trying to see who fit best. And then, obviously we ended up with Kirk.
All right, so you're there from the beginning, kind
Oh
of like
yeah,
me.
yeah. Like I
Um,
would sleep with my TV on, and I would put Nesson on. So when I woke up in the morning, it was already, it was going, because I think they were on at like 6 o'clock in the morning back
yeah,
then.
there's 6 a.m. I didn't even know
Yeah.
who Kirk was. I never saw him on the weekends. I didn't really listen to EI on the weekends, so
No, me either.
I listened to Dennis and Callahan, and then when he came out, it was the first time I was introduced to him. So kind of similar. So we hear kind of from the beginning all the way through. And so, did you watch the shows this week?
Oh yeah.
Excellent. What'd you think about the first show with? I won't do the Freddie Lynn for you. Then I'll just say, hey, give me some takes on the show. We'll kind of lead you there. We don't want to leave you out to dry. That's what he does in his show. He leave you guys out to dry. But we love Freddie. But you know
Yeah.
who Freddie Lynn is?
I've seen the name. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's okay.
So like with KMS, I would
Yeah.
never watch it on YouTube. I would always just listen to it because I'm at work. So I
Okay.
just have my headphones in, and so I don't know any of the characters or anything like that, by face,
By face. Okay.
but I
So
hear
you
names and
so no YouTube, huh? Wow. Interesting.
no, because when they were putting the show on air, I'd be working.
Yeah. So just
Yeah,
podcast. Go. It's which what it is. It is a podcast.
right.
What do you think about his rant today again with the Karen Reed people? Do you think it's a bad idea for people to be bouncing around, or what do you think about
I think it's funny. I just think
it?
that whole Karen Reed group is. I told you earlier, it's like Game of Thrones and Dune with everybody. Like one time they were all enemies and they're friends, and now they're enemies again. And then they got a spy. They got spies going into different groups and trying to break it up and everything. It's nuts.
Absolutely.
Absolutely nuts.
So I guess we'll get into the major story. Obviously, Rimo has passed away. Sad news.
Terrible news.
Terrible news. Very, very funny on the show.
He was great.
Not 2 appearances, I think. Obviously, the road trip to Iowa, and it's seen a bunch of times at the basketball game. To be honest, he was there the year before too. He used to go to a bunch of games.
Yeah.
I know I had seen him. I remember seeing him. He's a very unique kind of looking guy, so you kind of know who he is. He's every time I've ever met up with him, he was very nice to me. Very cordial and just a nice guy. And I will say, I mean, I know you were at the golf match too, and he just he didn't look great. He seemed really
Very
really
pale.
very pale. Looked very sick. He kind of when he went back on the show though, he looked pretty good.
Yeah. He was
So
on like a month ago.
yeah,
Like
yeah, it was
a month and a half ago.
Yeah, yep, exactly, pretty much. And I saw his last tweet, kind of like, hey, my demise is
Yeah, it was 5 days ago now.
Yeah. So I didn't even, I guess I didn't know there was people talking about his demise, but obviously it must have been happening. I don't know if it was, I don't know. I'm not trying to look into the guy's mind, but
No.
Very interesting guy. Great stories. I heard some people wondering what is going to happen with his apartment. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are sick people. But I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's I'm sure the service will be. I shouldn't say looking forward to the right word. The service, I'm sure, will be really nice. I'll definitely be there. Pay my respects to a great Minifan, and lots of great content from him. And what was your reaction to the news of Rimo passing?
Shocking.
Yeah.
And so when remember that video that first came out of him sitting in the stand, and he's like, who are you? And he's like, my name is Rimo.
Yes.
So
yes.
right away, I was like, I know this guy. So
Really?
I didn't know how, but I knew him. So I sent that video to my friends, and I'm like, who is this guy? We know him, don't we? And they were all no. They said, no, who is he? And I just told them he's on the KMS show. None of my friends watch KMS except for one. We can talk about him later. I was with him at the golf tournament. So, do you know anything about Dorchester?
I know where it is. I don't know anything about the inside of Dorchester though.
So, Dorchester is separated by parishes. So there's St. Margaret's, St. William, St. Ambrose, St. Anne's, St. Brendan, St. Peter's, St. Mark's, St. Gregory, St. Brendan's, and St. Anne's. So how you tell people where you're from, you tell them whatever parish you're from. So, listening to KMS, Rimo would drop hints where he was from.
Okay.
And he would say, I remember one time he said he would, if he ever needed anything, he'd just go to the store and get a bag. And there's this particular store in Dorchester, and my father worked there. So, and it was a store where the owner hired all like miscreants. So when I saw Rimo at the golf tournament, I said, Rimo, I go, what part of Dorchester are you from? And he's like, Columbia Road, St. Margaret's. And I'm like, and I go, the store you're talking about, is that? And before I could even say it, he's like, Patty's Pantry, the creamery. So I said to him, I go, did you know Carl? And that's my father's name. And he's like looking at me like, nah, it doesn't ring a bell. And I'm like, Collie. And he's like, oh, Collie, I know Collie. He's like, I idolized him. So,
wow.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I know him. And then he's like, then he knew where he's been to my house in Dorchester. So I was in like kindergarten back then because he's 66, I'm 53. So
okay,
big age difference.
Sure.
But I knew him. So, he knew my mother's name. He talked about my cousin Lisa, who just passed away, because she would come to the store when my father was working. She was very good looking when she was younger. And my father would be like, stay the fuck away from her, I'll fucking kill you. And, Rimo told me this story. And then, so it's funny, my father had broken his leg, and I would visit him in the hospital. And, his leg was shattered and everything else. And I was told he was in a car accident. And I just found this out years ago, that him and another guy broke into a house and they were trying to steal a safe. And
wow.
Yeah. So Rimo,
Jesus, rest in peace, Rimo. Sorry about this. Go ahead.
No, Rimo, I don't know if Rimo was there, but the way he was talking about it, he kind of he knew everything that happened. Wow. He's like, your father was hanging off of the porch like this, and he fell down. I was like, were you there? And I asked him if he knew the other guy, because the other guy is one of my best friend's fathers. So, my father ended up getting caught. My best friend's father, took off, didn't snitch. So he got away. And then he was in what I thought was a hospital. But then now that I look back, he was in jail. And I remember him riding me around in his friggin' wheelchair, like through the guards. And I just thought they were security guards.
That's hilarious.
I'm like kindergarten or whatever. So, I kept talking to Rimo about like other stuff that he did. And he told me another story where they were at some bar in Savin Hill, Bulldogs, I think it's called. And he's like, yeah, we were in there. And he's like, your father took a glass and he threw it on the floor. So everybody looks at that glass. And he took a fucking pipe and he hit this guy off the head and smashed his skull. He's like, blood's everywhere. Everybody's going crazy. He's like, they kicked everybody out. So we're still in the bar. And he's like, there was a bachelor party. So they were all outside waiting for us. And he's like, they're going to kill us. So the owner of the bar let us sneak out the back, and we took off. And I was like, Jesus Christ, Rimo. And then I was like, did you guys ever kill anybody? And he got silent, and he's like, yeah, no, not gonna talk about that. He was probably joking. I hope he was joking, but
I think it go either way.
Right.
I think Rimo is one of those guys that I think people kind of got a little, not necessarily the right read on him either. I think he's a little smarter than people think.
He's a genius.
Smart guy. I think he set up himself on that show. They made it seem like he, kind of was like, I don't know, didn't kind of like fell into this, didn't kind of know what he was doing, but he did.
Yeah, stumbled in. Well, his son was a big fan. And I guess Rimo got into it through his son.
Sure.
So
Sure.
I can see how that connection. And then
At
he
least
just
he's a
started
little more
showing up.
calculated than people think he
Yeah,
was. And
he started showing up at the events and everything else, and
exactly.
he was
Exactly. And
having a
great
good
and honestly
time.
really nice. I mean, every conversation I had with him was really good. Cordial
No,
too.
he was really great guy. And
I wanted some of those stories though. God damn it. That's a great story. That's
I
great stuff.
and I tweeted his son, and I told him how I met him at the golf tournament, and how, like, him and my father worked together and everything, and we had a great conversation. And I was like, I wish we had more time to talk, just because there's so many
Can you
things
imagine?
that were great. Oh my god.
The layers, the dog
Oh
tag. I
yeah.
mean, what is are you so you're from obviously that area. Do you still live in that area now? Are you still local or
Yeah, I live on the South Shore.
okay?
I live in
Uh,
Weymouth.
did your father confirm all these stories too? Everything was
He passed away in '91.
oh geez, okay. I'm
Yeah,
surprised to
so
couldn't confirm
um,
it.
but and when I was telling, like, I had my friends with me, and we were talking to Rimo, and I was like, I was trying to play it off a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, my father was kind of a criminal, and Ryan was like, kind of, saying that he was more than, you know, what I knew. And
Oh,
another
okay.
funny thing is, I just remember when I was younger going, like, we kept my bike in the basement, so I'd go down to the basement, get my bike, go for a ride. Basement's empty. Next day I go down, there's like 500 air conditioners, brand new, in boxes in the basement. Later on that day, random people just coming by, you sell, are you the guy selling air conditioners? I'm like, no. And then you see people walking with like two air conditioners on their shoulders down the street to their car and everything. And if I was just like counting money, it was like, Jesus Christ,
Kind of
you
ironic
know?
because who needed an air conditioner was Rimo.
I know,
Full
right?
circle.
Well, no, not now. You needed a heater,
That's right. That's right.
you know?
Oh, wow.
But
But we didn't tap the surface with that guy, did we? We just did not tap the
no,
surface.
not at all. And it's
You
funny,
know.
I was talking to my boss, because he hangs out at that area too. He's a little older than me. And so he knew Ryan. He's like, yeah, he's like, the name rings a bell. He's like, did you have a brother Paul? And I had just, read the obituary. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah. And his nickname was Lumpy. And he was like saying all these different nicknames of all, like, Rimo and his family and everything. And then he's like, yeah, he was crazy. And I'm like, yeah.
You could tell. I could tell
Well,
sometimes, like you would see him, he would just kind of like almost like snap, and I'd be like, "Oh boy," he gets a little
yeah.
angry. Gave us some
But
great stories.
great guy. Funny, very personable.
Sure,
Wasn't standing, like, he wouldn't like brush you off or anything.
exactly.
You go over to him, say hi, be, yeah, hey, how are you?
He was even nice to me, so that's how I knew. And that's how I knew he was a classy guy.
Yeah.
Didn't like to work, but
No.
we all have our flaws,
Yeah.
Just want to clean some up quick. So just so we're, I don't know who this Bull El Rilla is, okay? But I don't cook for drug addicts. I don't cook for drug addicts. They're elderly people. They don't do drugs. They have, they might need some help being fed, but they don't do drugs. Okay, Bull Rilla, fucking these people.
No, one of those money things, the Venmos. No Venmos on the show
No
today.
Venmos. No, I mean, I think it saved me. I mean,
Yeah.
as you heard on the Kirk Minahan show, a lot of people took a lot of heat. But he did clear Kane. He just gave me a pass. He just said I'm kind of retarded. It's true.
Yeah.
And I like attention, and it's probably true.
So why don't you have like opening music, like a big intro to your show?
I'm glad you asked that question, American Manners. I'm really glad you've asked that question. All the shows on the fucking network, all the shows, I mean, all of them have some kind of opening music or something, right? I don't know how to do it. I'm willing to take an opening. I've asked John from Scranton 2,000 times, and I think it's come to the point now where it's like they're doing it on purpose. It's been going on for a year now. I haven't been asked in a long time, but everybody got one except for me, and I think I have no idea. I have no idea why. I think it's just because I talk a lot of shit on here. Maybe I'm not sure, but it's sad.
Yeah,
it is sad.
They could play like the Kane theme from the WWE. And then play clips of everybody shitting on you.
Now, John from Scranton said he did have something, but I've never seen it. I've never seen it materialize. So
yeah, they just play that theme music, and then you hear Menace like, he's a fucking retard. He's a fucking idiot.
What's
You know,
your
and
do you watch any network shows or
since KMS has been done, I have started watching.
excellent?
Just to
Which
try to fill that void.
you're a Menors guy?
I am a Menace guy. His
Menors
shows are
guy.
pretty good. He's just nuts.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Are you a so have you been what shows have you been watching? His shows, his basically his like Menors
Yeah.
live
Anything
shows?
he's doing,
Yeah.
yours.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. And
Appreciate that.
and then I'll click on the Just Machado shows when you've been on that just to see
Wow.
all the shit
Excellent.
talking on there.
Be
And
careful
then
around here.
what's it called? I know Shattuck's not a on the network.
No,
He
he's
used to
good
have a
though.
show on there, right?
He did. Him and his wife did a show. It was actually really
Yeah.
good. They're good.
Yeah,
I
I
like those
like
guys a
that.
lot.
But I've listened to Shattuck since for a long time.
It's funny
Yeah.
how Shattuck all of a sudden now is like a main guy, huh? That was quick. I know he's
Yeah.
working with Steve Robinson now, but he is
He's
into main
following the
politics.
He's following the money.
You
He
can't
needs
blame him.
it.
Holy shit. A lot going on in Maine politics. What a team over there. Steve, Shattuck, and John Featherston, right?
Yeah.
Those guys are putting in some good work.
The big three righties.
Yeah. So who are some of your favorite KMS characters in the world? Like you a Blind Mike guy?
Blind Mike.
Yeah.
Montante, of course.
Of course.
And you were spot on with that hostage video.
He looked like it, did he? He did.
Like you ever
You know you don't
have
wanna
a
do
friend? He would have like a longtime girlfriend. They break up. He starts dating like a new girl, like whirlwind romance.
Absolutely.
Then after like a week or two, he's like, "Get me the fuck out of here."
Yes.
What did I do? And
look,
that's Montante right now.
it's funny. I mean, I thought what they did was actually pretty funny. They took a beating on the show, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna can I just say this, American Menace.
Go ahead.
I felt really bad for John Warren because he took shrapnel for nothing. He didn't even do the crossover show. He's only done the right thing, and for some reason he gets lumped in with those guys. It was really unfair, and nobody cleared his name. Nobody.
Yeah.
Montante didn't. I guess Montante didn't really. Was it after the show that no, it was before, right? I don't know the exact timeline, but yeah, nobody cleared his name. That's right. The show came out not live, so that he didn't really know what Kirk had said. But yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, Montante's looking good though, losing some weight.
He does look good. What's he on? Yeah. What do you think he's on? You think he's on what is that? Zepoli or what is
powder diet? Maybe.
Oh man, what is that stuff everybody's taking now? Those shots?
Ozempic.
Yes, doing something.
We go
doing something.
Yeah,
it was. He looked like a hostage. He looked like a hostage.
Yeah, he looked like
sure.
He was kind of quiet, but he was screaming for help.
Very funny. Very funny. Yeah. I mean, maybe this will get clipped. I don't know if Jess is listening. I'm not sure, but she kind of took a shit down Jess's throat a little bit. Now, Jess came on and said I needed to have a backbone on her show because I let Manners push me around on my show last time. But I guess she doesn't really know the dynamic enough. I guess I thought it was fine. I thought he was kind of floundering, and I just kind of let him flounder. And I love Manners. So the truth is, like when Manners has, the bottom line is he was there from the beginning for me. He encouraged me to do it. He supported me. He actually got me on the main show. Without him, I don't get on there ever. So I have true loyalty to Manners. So I'm never gonna go and shit on the guy. Just like I'm sure she wouldn't do the same. She wouldn't go and shit on somebody that mentored her.
Right. She won't shit on Kirk at all, and he was like shitting all over her.
Yeah, I mean, she had.
He basically said she knocked over Cinema's casket just to go say hi to him and everything. So
I believe it.
Yeah.
No, she's very nice. I think she's very nice. I think she means real well. And honestly, she does a great job. You got to give it to her. I mean, she has 13, 14, 1,500 live viewers. That's not a small audience. It's not bad.
I thought when you were going on, it was going to be a train wreck. But when she's just like so personable. Yeah. She seemed like she put you at ease, and she's like doing all the talking and everything.
She's actually creative. She's good ideas.
Yeah, and then she's like reeling you in a little bit, and then that's when you started to open up and everything, and then it turned into a really great segment.
Sure, it was good, and she's doing a good job. I found it funny that she called she's calling out me for my backbone, and she's letting Nurse Kim. I mean, literally, Nurse Kim put a guy on her show that basically shit down her throat. So.
Yeah,
I think for her, what she should think about is that I just don't, these guys don't like you. You know, they're in the same sphere. They're fighting for the views. It's important to those guys. It's not that important to me. It's important to them, and they're fighting for the position. And keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That's all I'm saying. You know,
That's why I said it's like Game of Thrones over there. They're all like they're friends, and then they're stabbing each other in the back, and then
I get the feeling. She's probably not happy that Montante was getting judged by the bunnies. I just got a feeling. But I guess time will tell. She's smart. She's smart. She does great content. Obviously, she's got a huge fan base, and she knows how to do this. And she knows coming out and just hammering somebody, probably not the right way to do it. But she's subtle, and she will take her digs. I know it. Interesting. You know, I think the crazy part about all this is I think the Karen Reed, I don't know how you want to call these people. The Karen Reed people, just say that, we kind of understand what that means. I think they think this has been a big crossover. I was telling somebody today about this. This is nothing. There's me there, there's Beanbag, there's Pat Ford, there's John O'Warren. It's Manners, maybe, I guess. There's a couple, it's nothing. Like, that's not the Army, you know. If you really want to see infiltration, it's Kirk snaps his fingers and wants to infiltrate. You'd see a lot more people. So, I think it's just kind of the people that are looking for clout. You know, I mean, let's be serious. That's all of us.
Now, you think if Kirk told Montante to dump Nurse Kim, would he do it?
I don't think so. I don't
know.
I mean,
he seems like a loyal guy, so I don't know.
He does, but he's batting up, man. He's done well for himself. I mean, that is he's done well. So I'll give it to him. I mean, Montante's a great guy, but I'm just not sure he wanted to be on that video the other day. But hey, what do I know?
No. He's a prisoner.
So do you enjoy the two shows? Obviously, the Rimo show is very sad. The show before that, I kind of liked. I thought he went all in. I will say some. I don't know how you feel about this, but I'm starting to think. Should I say it? I guess I'm going to say it. I'm starting to think that. No, it's not. No, I think the show's over. I don't know what he's doing. I don't mind it. Nobody's complaining.
Right.
I think the way the show was before is over. I don't think you'll see third cheers. I don't see any of that. They're going to come on, take calls, do this. This is great for all the fans. They should all be happy and grateful. And first of all, Kirk sounds fucking fantastic.
He sounded great today.
He sounds great. He sounds like really, really good. He seems happy. Like all the things that you want to see from a guy that all serious, all kidding aside or whatever. I don't know if people think about this enough, but when he's really sad or whatever, that could end up him and jumping in front of a train. I mean, that's pretty fucking serious. So he sounds great, and that's the good part. I think he's like a serial, like a, how do I say this the right way? A serial funeral gatekeeper a little bit, don't you think? Today he did it. He kind of did it again today, where he's like, don't go. It's like, you know what? Don't tell people when they should go to a fucking funeral or not. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you had a relationship with the deceased or anybody in the family, then you can go.
Sure.
And you obviously had a relationship with them.
But I'm saying, like, even if you didn't, I'm not sure he's the right person to give that message. You know what I mean? Like, only his family should say this or that. Don't come. Don't. I mean, he's done this. Like, he did it with cinema too, and I understand it. I think he's he's in the right, thinking the right way, I guess, about it. But it's just like, what?
His heart's in the right place. It's just
sure. Well, it's not gatekeep funerals. It's kind of a weird thing.
Speaking of cinema, did you really clog the toilet? What's the whole story?
No. So, funny, I don't know.
The water went the different way, right? Like it was in Australia.
It spins weird. Right? Now I got called out on that because Jess Machado's friends with Cinema's sister or something. It's some kind of relationship there. And she's like,
husband is best friends with the brother.
That's right. The husband. So they were there, and she's like, no, it doesn't spins fine. It's totally normal. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing here to me? No.
And something in there.
I think that was greatly exaggerated. I've said it before. She put a post out. Anybody's welcome. The more, the merrier. You got to put that out there. The more, the merrier. And she took off the post. I never saw it. I show up. Obviously, the rest is history. I obviously took a lot of heat anyway, but no toilet was clogged. Great pork sandwiches, fantastic. And look, the Rimo service should be. Hopefully, a lot of Minifans show up. The more, the merrier. That's what I'm saying. We don't want to gatekeep funerals,
No.
kind of odd. And I didn't like him shitting all over John and Warren either. John wasn't even there. That was kind of mean, but everything else was fair game. And listen, he wants to be ruthless. He can be ruthless, and he sounded good, great, and put on a great performance. Last two shows have been awesome. So
for the KMS show,
sure.
The week that he quit, my friend and I, the guy in the mutt slut tank top.
Yes.
So he and I were going to be on November 21st.
Oh, wow.
We had booked it through Colonnade.
Excellent.
So everything was all set. And he and I went out on Saturday night, and we were like, saying, all right, so, everybody says you need to have a couple of talking points and everything, just so you don't get lost in the shuffle. And so I was going to tell that Rimo story. And then, I was going to say that, after, when, my father, he went to Australia to, lay down low for a while. And then on his deathbed, he was going to say, find Andy. And then he died. I never knew what happened. So, tie that into, it would have been funny, I think, anyway.
Absolutely. Like any Rimo, they would have been all up for the Rimo stories. They like
that. And then, so we went out drinking that Saturday night, and we were talking about everything we're going to do. And then I think later on that night, the tweet came out that, Kirk's going on a break. He's taking time off and everything. And we were both like, what the fuck? That's because Mutt Slut Tank Top guy, he's a huge fan.
Really?
He went to the Vigil. He's been to multiple live shows. He went to the Dozen, and he had his picture taken with Rimo. And I told him, I'm like, ask Rimo these questions for me so I know if it's him or not. And he's like, he sent me the picture. I'm like, well, did you talk to him? He's like, no, I just got the picture with him. I didn't want to bother him. He's like, he went with his wife, and he's like, yeah, I didn't want to have to explain anything, because, nobody's wife gets what's going on in the KMS.
The Mudslug guy, is he on Twitter or?
He is.
Okay.
And he said he'll come on if you want him to.
Maybe. Why not?
So
bring anybody on Kane's Corner. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Funny story about him. So this is how we found, like, he's friends. He's my best friend's brother. And I was driving to work one day. It was October 31st. And they said his name, Blake from Braintree, and I'm like, there's not many Blakes in Braintree.
Okay.
So he's like, he starts wishing Kirk a happy birthday.
Oh, wow.
And Kirk is like, basically like, fuck off. And he hung up on him. So I called my buddy Dave, who, recently passed away. I'll tell you that story in a minute. It's very tragic. And he's like, I don't fucking know what he listens to. So then I called him up, and I'm like, are you a Mina fan? He's like, damn right I am. So then, we started talking about it all the time. But his brother, he was a little person, like a midget. I don't know if that's a proper term. Very obese.
Okay.
And he, like if an old person breaks their hip, it's basically the end of them. Well, he tore his ACL, MCL, or whatever it is in his knee. And he went golfing. And when he swung the club, when he was taking a drive, it ended up screwing up his knee. He fell down again, and I guess he died on the spot, very tragically.
Jeez.
Yeah.
A lot of death, man. A lot of death.
Oh, it's been a crazy year this year.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
I know you got kind of a heart out.
We still got like 10 minutes.
All right. Anything else on the agenda for you want to bring up? Let's see here. I trying to talk about a good amount of stuff. I mean, some of the other stuff I was going to talk about was kind of different than this. The guy, the Mudslug guy, you send me his stuff after. I can reach out to him.
Oh yeah, I will.
Yeah. Well, that's too bad you're going to get on the show. You would have liked that.
Yeah, it was. We were looking forward to it. Of course, I was going to have anxiety the whole friggin' week, but I think it would have been worth it at the end of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we plan on going to Laconia. So
we got a bunch of people in the chat. We have her. Say hi. How you doing, Iris? I don't know you. I'm sure you're a bunny fan. What else we got here? Let's see. Some of my biggest fans. Oh, look who's here. My buddy Memes is here. Do you know Memes?
I've seen some of the memes he's made of you. With the
What's that?
is he making the ones with you as a penguin? Is
Oh,
that him doing
probably,
those?
probably. Yeah, he
Those are
loves me.
pretty
He's a
funny.
big Kane fan. This guy.
Yeah.
He's sad now that he's blocked me. He's blocked me. They've donated. I don't know if you saw this situation, American Manners.
Oh yeah, the what is it, like $1 to the
Yes.
Boys and Girls Club or
Yes.
something? It's
So
bullshit. He's not donating any money.
I saw the receipt. Manners put up the receipt, said he donated $100, which is ridiculous. I mean,
Wow.
all these people that are blocking me, you're taking money out of his kid's mouth.
Yeah.
You see, where do you think he got the money? It's from his bank account. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Say hi to Gigas Kai. Guys, they come for it.
All the bunnies. You got no minifades. You get all bunnies.
That's the truth, Freddie.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. If they like me, of course they'll make the intro, which is sad. I do a lot of shows on the network.
I think right now you're the hottest working man on the network.
I am. I also have my other show on Facebook that's doing really well. A lot of popularity there. People are loving it. No, so I bring on people I grew up with. So we're kind of doing it's kind of like a.
Yeah, you're having your friend's sister on it or something.
Yeah, I just did. It was great. It was a great interview.
You won't put those on YouTube?
I don't know. I don't know if Manners likes it. If I did it, I mean, it kind of works better on Facebook because it really is a niche thing. I mean, we graduated with, I don't know, it's 250 people.
No. Where are you from?
Rhode Island.
Okay.
In Warren, Bristol, Newport area.
I just know Providence.
Okay, we're a little bit I don't know, south, north of Providence. I don't even know how it really works, but I'm thinking north. Maybe it was south. I'm not sure, but I'm like 15 minutes from Providence. So we are bringing people on, kind of doing like a midlife check-in. She's been great. Hearing some unbelievable stories, like some shit that people go through is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I just talked to a guy I grew up with, a girl I grew up with too. They got married, and they literally were kind of like in a crossroads in their life. They went on a tour with fish, with no money, like basically nothing. They gave up their apartment. They got in a car with their 2 kids and they were touring with fish.
Terrible music, but go on.
Yeah, unbelievable. So they end up in Chicago. They ended up in Colorado. Was the final show.
Yeah.
So he tells a story how he has the tickets for Colorado. There's the big show that he wants to go to, and they have no money. He's like, we're broke. We have nowhere to go. They don't want to go back home. So he sold his tickets. Then he got $600 for it. They took that money. They put like a down payment. They within a couple of days, they went camping for a week. And within that time in Colorado, they were looking for a place to stay. The girl found a job at a restaurant. This was 15, 16 years ago, whatever. She's still
why
there.
Can't Gus do that?
It's unbelievable. And they never left Colorado and
Why
built a life
Gus
there.
do that? Gus has been all over the place and can't get a job.
It's fucking unbelievable. I know. She just showed up at a restaurant. She never left. I was like, that takes some fucking kind of. I couldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done that. Like I was just like, wow. I had there's a kid from our town. He's one of the best trumpet players in the country. Unbelievable trumpet player. He came on and he's touring all over the world. He's been everywhere, Australia, all over Europe. Like that's cool. It's been a fun project. And I'm trying to get you got to kind of build it up a little. Trying to get some business owners on, some restaurant people, some chefs. I had a guy that I was going to bring on. He kind of it's a little nervous. He's like, you might see some of the stuff on Twitter. Who knows? But this is more of a fun-loving podcast, so good times. What about you? You gonna do a show on the network for us, American Manners? You ready?
You know what? Maybe me and Muttslut Tank Talk guy will get a show going.
How about Roscoe yesterday? Did you see some genius? I don't know who did this, but they put Luke's face on Roscoe. I don't know if you know Luke, but he is an ugly motherfucker. You think I'm ugly? Holy shit, is this guy ugly?
Yeah, I don't know.
And Roscoe texts me and he's like DMing with me and he's like, I can't believe she didn't know that was me. And it's like, are you fucking that dumb? You fucking idiot. Of course it was me. Oh, so funny. Oh, I loved it. So much fun. Listen, I don't do the bunny ears on Kane's Corner. Okay? Do you have any questions for American Manners? He has some good stories,
God,
some good Rimo stories. Does he look like Manners, guys?
no,
If you know what Manners looks like.
no.
Poor Roscoe. That was very funny. Oh, but what I wrote about Roscoe was true. Did you hear the Roscoe story about the? Did you hear his call the other day into the show? I don't know if you know. You don't know who Roscoe is, but he was the guy who called in about giving $100 for the fantasy football league, and the guy took all the money from everybody. Roscoe won the fantasy football, and the guy just deleted his account and quit. So what you didn't hear before this was for basically a week and a half, he's been going into spaces and crying about it. I don't know what to do. Should I call? Should I try to threaten the guy? And everybody's like, dude, you need to get your money. My thing was like, your money's gone. He just couldn't help himself. So he goes on he wants to call. He calls into the show. So he's hoping Kirk can probably shame the guy to come out. It's like, Roscoe, the money's gone, man.
Yeah, he's not
fucking gone. A lot of people are saying this. A lot of people are saying I got robbed. Also, I heard a lot of slander yesterday. A lot of fucking slander. That my picture was when I was like 25. First of all, I was 40 in that picture.
Oh, the one that Jessica had?
Yeah. The fat thing is kind of new. Like, I used to be pretty decently, I don't know what has happened. I got to lose the weight.
Getting old.
You know what I've been doing, American Manners? I've been, the girlfriend's not around. She's been dragging me to this fucking boxing class, which has been brutal.
Kickboxing?
No, just like boxing and weights. Like, it's fucking, dude, it's really hard. And the girl that teaches it, she's like, she's a fucking stud. Like, she's unbelievable. She teaches like 4 or 5 classes in a row, doesn't even break a sweat. I'm like, dude, I am like dying in there. But yeah, she said my health isn't great, so I'm being forced. I'm being forced to get healthy, which is probably the right thing. Here he is, my friend Jackson. Jackson had a good show last night. I beat him. It was a great picture.
Good job.
I don't know if you knew he's from the communist country of Australia.
I didn't know that.
What he's known for is making women very uncomfortable on the internet.
I've heard that.
Feel free to send your best photos to Jessica. Oh wow. Why would I do that?
Another
I wonder. All right. Anyway. Yeah, it was a great night last night. A great time. Lots of fun. Lots of fun with the people in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, here we go. That's true. Jess doesn't even know that yet. I'm a roller skater.
So let me ask you.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm a big roller skating guy.
Really?
I am. So how like whenever my daughter's birthday is coming up, I'm like, why don't we go to the roller rink again? We'll just rent it out and skate around. And she's like, we've already done that once, Dad. Let's not do it again.
Oh, really?
So I'm always pushing it. But how did you get into that? Is this something that you grew up with?
Yeah, I grew up with it, and I used to do it quite a bit when I was younger. Then I was in a pretty fucked up marriage where I will get into a lot of that shit probably on Jess's show. She'll fucking suck this shit out of me. I'm sure. So if I get invited on, I will definitely accept the invitation. But I kind of just, for like 10 or 12 years of my life, in a stretch from late 20s to about 40-ish, I kind of was really just off the grid. All I really did was work, take care of my kids. My kids were really young. I didn't really have much free time, so I didn't do a lot of it. And then once I got divorced, my kids, obviously, we kind of split the time. So I said, I'm going to go back. And there's a roller rink near me in Tingsboro. And I started going there, and I used to wear the Kirk Minahan shirt, and the guy that actually owns the one in Tingsboro, Roller Kingdom, was a Minifan. So we kind of hit it off, and then I just started going a lot, and I started bringing my kids. Then I started going. They have like adult nights, and then they have, obviously on the weekends, it's can't really move in there because it's all kids. But yeah, so I just started going a lot, and it felt great. And now
I got your own skates.
Yeah, I got my own skates.
Nice.
Yeah, and I go in and make sure everything's screwed on right. I do the cleanings. I clean off the wheels, make them nice.
Wow.
And Jeff's a great guy. And Roller King's a great place.
You don't got the light up wheels?
No, I've been called out for that. Sneakers called me out. So there's an amateur out for not having the roll up wheels. So maybe
you got to pimp those roller skates.
Look, if somebody wants to donate some roller skate wheels, I'll take them. No, I'm just kidding. I would, yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will switch it up because I got to get back into a routine now that
Yeah.
trying to get healthier. So,
Yeah, we used to when I went to Catholic school, first through eighth grade, and every first Friday it would be a half a day. You'd go to church, and then they take you to a roller rink.
sure.
So it was great, and that's how I got into it.
When was the last time you put the skates on, my friend?
A year ago.
Oh, really? Okay, so
Yeah.
you're pretty fresh. You're pretty fresh.
Oh yeah. Some other kid had a birthday party that my daughter was invited to, and I just threw them on, and I was the only adult out there. I was like,
Wow.
yeah, it was fun.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get you off now.
All right,
45 minutes.
before I go
ahead. Yeah, what you got?
we have two. Well, the roller skating would have been one in common, but I'm going to leave these with you. We're both Mikes.
Wow.
That's
okay.
one thing in common. And then the big one is we both have a cousin that has been convicted of murder.
Wow.
So I'm going to leave. But I think my cousin's innocent. You think yours is guilty?
I don't think.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I think mine was.
All they found at the scene really was
his fingerprints, his hair,
with his DNA,
clothes.
my grandfather's watch.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting story that I told Jess I'll tell on her show. But yeah, it's a crazy. It's I don't know how to say this. I don't really say it the wrong way, but when something like this happens, you have no experience with the situation. None of my family has ever been to prison, so all of us kind of. This was like at the time, my brother had just got sick too, so it was like this. When I heard the news, I couldn't wrap it in my head, and you kind of really don't know what's about to come. Right. And the way it went down is so fucked up. It's amazing to the way the system works. And it's different. I don't know. Maybe I'm not really into this, this Kane case. I didn't really dig into it, so I don't know much as these guys know, obviously. But in Ohio, they don't fuck around. It's pretty fucking stick. Yeah, it's a different place. And I definitely will tell a story. I will. Yeah. So I'm gonna save for her because.
No, my cousin took the stand in his own defense.
Wow.
He ended up dying in prison, but they were going to do. They were going for a retrial. And you ever see The Night of? The miniseries. You got to watch it because it reminds me a lot of like the Kane case and my cousin's case, where they just went with the obvious, whatever was easiest to convict.
Yes.
So
you find this out a lot. That's kind of how it is. It's not necessarily who did it; it's getting that conviction, right?
Yeah, they don't care about
it's
real justice.
Yeah, and it's such a fucking sleazeball kind of system where it's unbelievable if you don't have the right things in place how fucking you can.
It really is.
So yeah, it's a good story. I got called out by Manners. I mean, he was 16. Well, he was 16 at the time, not 16 anymore.
Yeah.
I've started to think about. I haven't even really talked to him at all, which is tragic, I guess. His brother, which is interesting, works at NASA.
Oh wow.
He's a very, very smart kid, and he's serving a lot of fucking time. And look, it's we've had. You know what? I'm gonna save it. I don't want to blow it all.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna press you.
It's gonna come out, and why not? Good story. I mean, it's good. It's good. It's a good segment. It's a good segment to get me back on her show. I got to claw my way back on there. You got to earn your.
You got to get your Venmo up there too to tell this story.
See, not putting the Venmo up, I think saved me. It saved me.
Put some money in this canteen while you're doing it.
You put the Venmo up. I don't think Kirk's saying I'm gonna give Kane a pat. I just don't think so. I think I made the right move, and no, that's okay. Of course, this Venmo thing's very important to these people. I don't know. Right. You know what I say? Give the Venmo money to the people, the right people. That's what Kirk should have put a Venmo up. I don't know why I never did it. He should have. Yeah. Been fucking running super chats.
What does she get a night with all these super chats and Venmos and everything?
I don't know. I see
Is
that.
She buying her husband like Les Paul guitars?
And her husband also gets Venmos too. The fans,
it's insane.
What a lucky guy.
What are we doing wrong?
I know. Well, she mentioned on her show that he has his own Venmo card now, a debit card and shit. The guy's piling it in there. These guys are taking care of their podcast princess, I guess. So I don't know. We have our own guy. We've kind of unfortunately the show's over, but I know. I think he left some money on the table. I'm starting to think about. I think he left a lot of money on the table, but
Yeah.
You know, that's why he is who he is, right?
Mhm.
I mean, his salary was pretty good. So, I mean, I don't report for the guy, but
Right.
yeah, I mean, you know, what he used to say, you know, $50,000 a month ain't bad, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck he's making.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I just hope there's a golf tournament when we go up to Laconia. That's what I'm looking
how
forward to.
fucking great was that experience?
It was so much fun. It was better
Just
than like I've been to other golf tournaments, like the real ones, but this one was so much fun.
excellent. It
You
was
know, with
so
all
fun.
the shit talk and everything else. It
Oh,
was great.
it was great. It was great.
Yeah.
It was a just a unique experience that you really just can't buy. You know, I guess you got to be there for it.
Yeah.
You know, I thought the other guys were classy. You know, I thought it was a good match. Not sure if Frankie's kind of a shit talker. I think I'd handle him a little different next time, but
Yeah.
for the most part, I thought it went. Yeah, it was just a fucking awesome
I don't
event.
know.
I had a
Your
great day
megaphone
too.
was getting dust on it because you
It
weren't using
did.
it.
Yeah,
So.
you know, I took a lot of heat for that too. I think I read the
Yeah.
room right, but you know what? I should have gave it to Julie. That was my mistake. I should have gave it to her.
I didn't even recognize her. She lost
Who
a
the fuck
ton
is
of
she
weight
been?
too.
Yeah,
She used
I
to have like
know.
a
Oh my
pumpkin
god.
head, and I didn't even.
Yeah,
I was like to Mama Kay, I'm like, who the fuck is that? She's like, oh, that's
yeah.
Julie. And I'm
She
like,
looks so different.
yeah,
She lost a lot of weight. Yeah.
yeah. Her
Okay, I'm
and
not gonna
Alan
lie.
Hunter.
She looked pretty good. You know. So I'm telling my girlfriend. You did look good.
All right, Ken, I gotta run,
That's right. Get
but
you out
this
of
is
here.
great.
Thank you. Thank you
If you
so
want
much.
me
I'll have you
back,
back on. Absolutely.
yeah, just
Yeah.
DM me or whatever.
Yeah. Let's see how things go.
All right, I'll
Appreciate your
talk to you
time.
later. Yeah, no problem.
Bye. American Manners. Oh, what do you think about the background, Jess? Can you see it? It's my sister. You like it? Look at that painting. Now, supposedly, he's on Twitter or Facebook. The guy that painted it. What's his name? I don't know. I don't know his name. He's got a lot of followers. A lot of followers. Does some good work. Very expensive. It's an interesting picture. I think I'm gonna have to take it down though. I'm not sure I really like it. I gotta put something up there. I'm thinking, I don't know. Maybe I'll put my the Super Bowl when I went to the Super Bowl against the Seahawks last time. We sat on the 50-yard line on the Seattle side in the first section. Wow, those great seats. And I got the ticket. I got a little bit of the confetti. I'm thinking I want to put that right up there. It's probably a good spot. Really nice time. It's going to be a great game coming up. So 4.5. Ooh. Anyway, great night last night. I don't know if anybody caught it. I know I caught a couple DMs in the morning. People pretending like they didn't like they were being judged by a bunch of bunnies, but we know that's not true. Thought it went swimmingly. I thought the end was great. Beanbag Ron deserved it. Look, I do it for the team, you know. Some controversy. People wanted me to win. I understand that, but look, you gotta go with the hot hand. And Ron is just a great looking guy. You got to give it to him. Even I know he's a great looking guy. He's also a great guy. So it was fun. The chat, you know, sometimes the bunnies, man, they're a little tough on their podcast host. You know, a little tough on her. You gotta try stuff. You gotta trust what she's doing. You know, she's very creative. I couldn't do that show. I could never do it, that show that she's doing. You know, 4 hours on a stream. It's pretty fucking impressive. You know, it's interesting to see a different layer of people, a different content. You know, my girlfriend right now is a big fan. You liked her a lot. Really likes her. It's a little scary, you know. Before you know it, she'd be fucking, can I come on the show? I don't want that. She also said to me that she wants to sit down with Menners and do an interview and, you know, kind of clear my name a little, which I don't know, man. It's a little frightening. Menners has been tough on me lately. You know, I've gotten called out for not having a backbone, you know, and, you know, I could levy those same charges, but I won't do that because, you know, we're not gonna talk about them on the other show. I'm gonna leave that around because, you know, you don't have to talk about those people to do a segment. But yeah, she's like, I don't understand why everybody hates you. And I go, well, it's probably because all the shit I've said and the things I've done. You know, it's not exactly that complicated. You know, I don't hold back. I will not hold back. I've seen some of the bunnies come at me a little bit with some of the takes, and it's okay. Look, it's fine. We're gonna have a good time, and it's the best part about being on a microphone and talking. You should say how you feel and be honest. That's fun, and I thought last night was great. It was a great segment, and honestly, it was a small part of the show. I'll tell you what. I mean, I had people being like, "When is this thing gonna start?" I mean, we were 2 hours into the show, and she went with it. And it was, it's just impressive. Like I couldn't stream for 4 hours. I just don't think I could do it. I also today, since all the bunnies are here, I did finish that Kate Peter interview with Jess. I thought it was very good. Um, I thought, yeah, I came out kind of hating that girl a little more. I went, I did go through Turtle Boy's blogs and kind of just make sure I had everything right in there about her. And yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting when somebody does the things that she's done and comes online and pretends like she's Mrs. Wonderful. It's very odd. I don't think somebody, I will say the difference between us, our kind of crowd and our community that was built by Kirk and kind of what's going on over there is people like support this person. It would never happen here. Not somebody like that. I just can't imagine that kind of person would be supported at all. We got some people with some pasts, I'm sure. But the people that are out and about and people that you know about, really, not really. Most of the people that I've met, and I'd say, I'm gonna stick up for my people in the KMS world. All the live events I've been to, everybody's been really good. I mean, these are great fucking people. And not to say that kind of read people, I'm sure are great too. I mean, I'm sure 99% of them, but I can't believe the people that support this person. I mean, holy fuck, when you read those blogs, it is wild. God, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, terrible, terrible, terrible. It's good catching up on that. What else we got going on? Oh God, start coughing again. Yep, and then the only last thing is the manager's BDO beef going on right now. I don't know if BDO saw his picture on there last night. She's slanging and banging. Yeah, there's a lot of spaces bullshit. I'm sick of it. I'm pretty much out of it now. It's so boring. It's so bad. Anywhere you go into space these days, it's a lot of people. The people that are running them just shouldn't be. They don't have any ideas of anything. I know managers said this many times. It's not a show. It's not a show. Yeah, but you know what? If I'm gonna spend my fucking time in there, it better be somewhat, decent. I'm not gonna waste time in that. I'd rather just go watch TV. I mean, I'm not gonna waste my time yelling at people for no reason. So, for the most part, I'm pretty much out of there. Two shows back to back. I mean, unbelievable 2 shows. Good shows. RIP Rimo. I got to get out of here. Got to bring my son to basketball practice. Yes, I have my kids basketball practice. Kid's playing out of his mind right now. Can't believe it. I mean, Division 4 in New Hampshire, Division 4, where I guess in our region, I'm not sure because it's Massachusetts teams too. On the travel team, playing well, starting. Yeah, it's exciting. Best part of my life is watching that stuff. I love it. I'll just live for going to watch my son play basketball. And it's just fantastic. Just fantastic. Things are going great here. Turned the corner. I'm able to put my bagel on the table now. Everything's cleared off. I haven't had to run out of my house and start somebody's car. We got some other issues, but that will save for a later date. We're about an hour in now, and I got to get going. But I want to say thank you so much for coming. Appreciate the time. So let's get a couple questions though. We don't want to leave without a couple. Oh, come on, Jackson. You know I'm not going to do that. You know what it's like in there. I will say that it's a very entertaining space. Very entertaining. And in Jackson, he is, he's the guy who loves it. Let's see. No, I'm not going to do that. We don't want to do any. Let's see. Jess Machado's here. Come on next week. Yes. Yes, I will. I will come on next week for sure. Bunny After Doc. You got to get on early. It's a 4-hour show. A 4-hour show. This girl, it's unbelievable. Nobody streams like this person. She's just on and on and on, and just has tons of stuff to talk about. It's pretty impressive. What's the aversion to Venmo? Well, I'll tell you why. I truly believe this. Deep in my, you say what you want about me. A lot of bad things have been said. Do I have some things to work on? I sure do. I don't believe in putting up a Venmo for something you haven't accomplished. Like the fact that somebody else has an audience and anybody that takes money from that, to me, is kind of missing the point. You know what I mean? For me, I'm just happy to go on and talk shit on a podcast. I like to do it. Some say I might like some attention. Maybe that's true, but I just enjoy going on the podcast. I'm happy to do that, but I don't want money that way. I mean, if I was my own channel or something, and of course, like that's fine. But I don't. I'd say just take the money that you would send to me and send it to her. She's earned it. Send her the Venmo. She's the one who's putting on the show. She runs a tight ship. She does a great job. Like that's who the money should go to. So it's the same. I think. Oops, sorry. Sorry about that. I think it's. I think why we're kind of in a different spot here. The shows that are on our network really were only to talk about Kirk Minahan's show. Having your own brand in there doesn't exist. It'd be like Jess Machado has her brand, and then all of a sudden there's the Jess Machado Bunny Network. And inside that Bunny Network, there's shows going on. There's 3, 4, 5, 6 different shows of your fans, Jess, and they're talking about your show. Now, I'm not sure those people should be trying to put their Venmo out. I know you don't care, but put their Venmo out and trying to use your fans, who are them, I guess, but they're your fans, to kind of enrich their pockets. I think that's kind of the way it is. I don't knock people that do it. I mean, I did knock people in this world that did it. I don't care what people do. She's okay with it, so it's fine. Do what you want. I'm just against it. I've never really thought it was a good idea. I think it's better to just earn your keep, go contribute, do the best you can, and whatever happens. But I just don't do that. And in our world, that was a definite no-no. I mean, Kirk. I mean, you heard him the other day. You're never going to use. I'm not going to ever try to use his name for any kind of gain for myself. I just don't buy it. I don't believe in it. I was, grateful to go on his show, to be part of that show, to be, part of going in there 6 or 7 different times, and just contribute any way I could. And it's the greatest show that's ever been made. So, in my opinion. So, and I was happy to do that. The money part to me is irrelevant in that sense, but that's kind of just where I stand. You want to get me in trouble, don't you? You want to get me in trouble. No, I get it. But you got to realize what he built. I mean, he did build it from nothing. I don't know if I agree totally about what he said the other day about it. I'm not sure. I'm sure. Let's say it's the right way. I'm sure some of the shows have built off that Karen Reed situation. I don't think your show's like that, though. I think you talk about a lot of different things. I think you're realizing, like other people should start to realize, that fucking shit dead now. It's time to move on to something, to build your show and not have to build it around that. And I think you get that. But yeah, I know what you're saying, but I mean, he earned it. He deserves it. He doesn't get paid enough. I mean, he walked out of a job making over $1 million a year. So you got to, when you build something from the ground up like he did. I mean, he had Barstool to help to get the audience going. He brought his audience to Barstool, a good sized audience, but now it's grown to a different, I don't know. I guess, like, from my point of view, to the bunnies that are here, you can't imagine how great these live shows and stuff are. They're just fucking unbelievable. I mean, you guys should do more of that stuff. The bunnies should be doing some more of that kind of stuff. Get out there a little more, the meet and greet, or do crazy stuff. I mean, it's fun to do live stuff, and he puts on a performance that's it's second to none. It's just it's a really great time. So I just respect the show too much. I respect what he's built too much. And if you're going to have any kind of principles, you got to be foundational principles. You got to have some kind of foundation. And one of the foundations for me is I'm never going to shit on the show. I'll do it on my own show inside this network. I'll take some shots at the show, but if I ever go somewhere else on anybody's podcast, anything else that's outside of the world, I would never take shots at the show ever, ever, and ever will do it. I know how hard it is to run that show. I'm sure I can't imagine, like me personally, I can't imagine doing 8 hours of content a week. It sounds whatever. I know some of you people have no problem doing this. I couldn't imagine. It's 8 hours of great content and what a great show. And no, I just wouldn't do it. What else we got in here? So this is what we're doing. I mean, she didn't dodge prison. She had great lawyers. They got her off. You don't dodge it. She won the case. Not guilty, Jackson. You gotta trust it. You gotta trust the system. Over here in America, we try to trust our judicial system. I know in Australia it's a little different. I don't even know their Facebook shows. Jess, we have a woman that lives kind of near us. She's very popular on Facebook. She does a show, I think, with her brother. I've asked her to come on my show. I'm not anywhere near big. She's pretty big. And I see some stuff. I think she lives in Somerset. I know you probably know who she is. I've been kind of checking that show out. It's pretty funny. That's pretty much all I watch on Facebook. All the stuff I watch is on YouTube. Let's see. It's nice to see all you guys too. Excellent. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. And this time, I'm not on here, dominating your girl. So I'm just kidding. Was I? No, I don't know. Actually, she fought back. She kind of hit me hard, man. I wasn't ready for it. I should have known better. Should have done my research, my homework. It was great though. Yes. Yeah. Look, we all don't like Australia. We all don't like the Aussies. I know you got a crazy Aussie in your guys' world. Who was it? Koala or something? He seems like a real asshole. We got a few Aussies in our world too. We got Jackson, who you saw last night with the little hat. We have Menners, and then we have another guy, Jamie, who comes out once in a while, who is electric. I mean, Jamie from Australia is a great guy. I don't know if we'll see him ever again, but I hope we do. First of all, it's not the best country on earth. That's why I hate about Australians too. Like, you guys have the population of Florida. Like, well, we got rid of all the guns. We got rid of them. You guys should try that. Yeah. You got fucking 20 million people. We got 350 million, maybe 360. If it wasn't for America, Australia wouldn't exist. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. So I love Jackson, but this Australian is better than America. It's so dumb. Like, you guys are just out there in the middle of the ocean, and just count your lucky stars. You're our ally. All right. I'm going to get going. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. I'll see you soon. I hope you enjoyed the Minifan, the judging. I never laughed so hard in my life. Was I laughing at myself? Probably. I was almost sick. I was laughing so much at some of the comments from you guys. You girls are unbelievable. It was great. I mean, it was just terrific content for me. I don't know. The people up there being judged, maybe they didn't like it. If you have not seen this yet, Bunny After Doc, I saw some heavy views right now. What we got for views right now? Let's take a look. I'm sure Jess knows. She knows everything about her views. Let me see. Let's go take a look. How have we done on that show? 11,000. Not a small number. 11,000 views. If you're a Minute fan, you haven't seen it yet. We got some good pictures. I know I got a message from Blind Mike Sneakers today about how that picture got out there. Well, it was on your page. We've all seen it. Now, Kirky Canada's calling him out for, posing in a gym and taking a picture, which is very funny with some stars around it. It was terrific. It's terrific content. Who was the funniest? The funniest picture? I can't even think. Who do we think was the ugliest? Roscoe? Bio Dude? Me? I don't know. It's okay. Roscoe, you're just mad because I was in that. I was in that shot. That is a legendary shot. And is my body half off that shot? Maybe. Maybe. But it's let me get it. Let me get it. All right. Look at this. Look at this legendary shot. Let me see if I can do this. Unfortunately, I'm cut off right at the end over here. Look at that. That is a legendary, just awesome day. This Kevin from Bristol in the middle. It's awesome. Now that is thinking outside the box from the girlfriend. You can hang it in the back, hang it on the wall. I love this shot. I told her, and she made it into this. Now that is thinking outside the box. Very outside the box thinking right there, which I really appreciate. It's that's when you know you love, the support, She's quite the gal. So thank you, Roscoe. How much do we hate Pat Ford, huh? Oof, we hate Pat Ford. God. Oh boy. Maybe we'll get into it on her show Wednesday, but I do think I know she doesn't want to really. It's probably it's probably a touchy subject, but it's not this Nurse Kim Jess Machado thing I think it's gonna heat up. I think it's gonna heat up a little. I know they have crossover fans. I get the feeling she's probably not saying exactly how she feels about some of the stuff that's been done. I mean, and I don't know what kind of support she had yesterday because one of them though did it the right way. Kind of a funny segment and kind of bridged the gap well, and one of them kind of just went off the cuff and put out a shit product. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of the way to look at it. Either way, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Let's see. All right, all right. I won't do it. I'll leave that to you guys. I'm just coming on to have a good time. I don't want to start any drama. I don't want drama. I think I'm done with it. Pat Ford's invisible weenie. Yes, couldn't see anything. Is it there? We don't know. I don't think he's satisfying much of anything these days because all he is on spaces and getting involved in all kinds of shit. All right, I am going to let you go. Thank you very much. Kane's Corner's over. American Manners, great job. Thank you for coming on. Thank you to the bunnies that are out there. Thank you to Freddie, Roscoe, all the rest of the people, all you guys. Pat Morrison show, thank you. Stacy, Lee, Ron Artest, great name. Iced Coffee Addict, I like you. Thank you. You're good people. You're definitely good people. Good morning, Ben Rosa. I don't know who Ben Rosa is. I got to look up who Ben Rosa is. I hear this name all the time. Who is Ben Rosa? I guess I'll have to figure that all out. Kane play me 1v1. Are you sure you're a college athlete, Pat? Honestly, when I see you on your show and you said you played college football, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean, listen, if you don't know who Pat Morrison is, great guy. His father was the legendary parody account, one of the greatest parody accounts of all time. And he did pass away, but Pat's putting on a great show. I enjoy his show on the networks. Keep it up. All right. Well, I don't see much going on here. It's time to get going. But anyway, great job yesterday, Jess, on your show. I don't know what's going. I don't know what the rest of the plan is for the week for the network. I'm sure Manners is going to be on sooner than later. I get a feeling he's got a lot to get off his chest. A lot. And I will say this. It was diabolical leaving him off that shit last night. So, unfortunately, he didn't make the 20-person cut, the 20-person bracket cut. Unfortunately, so I'm sure he will have a lot to say, and also 2 shows to react to, which is great. The best part of the week, right? Two great shows to react to. Rest in peace, Rimo. Anybody that can go to the service should go to the service. Don't worry about what's said on the podcast. Do what you think is right. It's not a problem. The more the merrier, I would say. You don't have to feel gate kept. So, show up, show your support for Rimo. And with that, I'm gonna let you go. So thank you very much. Let's talk to you soon.